We separate the buttermilk, so I'm just simply going to sieve it off here now, like so. And there it goes. And that is great. And this is buttermilk, and it's a very nutritious, lovely food. Anyone wants some? You're more than welcome to have it. So here's me butter. Now what I want to do now is, I know that's still sopping with buttermilk and I want to wash it out. And going along with the whole idea of keeping things nice and cool, I have put ice in this water, and now I want to, funnily enough, wash the butter. Like so. Washing it out. And I'm going to put this diluted buttermilk in here now. And that, you wouldn't drink that now, because that is for throwing out. Here we go again. Now when we were talking about separating the cream, there's a lovely example of a thing called a crock down there, which is a big, huge ceramic dish. Do you know what? I'll bring it up, right? I don't want to trip now, because our butter exchange, I think, effectively went out of business, is because of a thing, an invention, all rise to the top and you scoop it off then. But with the invention of the mechanical separator, you didn't have to do that anymore. You'd simply crank the handle, and from the top pipe will come your cream, and the bottom pipe will come your skip. That meant everything could happen really quickly and freshly. Like, I remember talking to a fellow from the Iron Islands who said, oh, you'd wait till there was blue mold on the top of that cream before you'd even dream of eating it. Right? So, you know, that's how old we're talking. By the way, while we're here, like this is a beautiful object as far as I'm concerned. You can see where the glaze are here. His arms will be covered in glaze. Like he'd have wrapped that glaze around there and put it on there like this as well. And then just before he'd send it off on its way to whoever else was looking after it, he would have wiped his hand there off the glaze. And that's where the term slapdash comes from. So you can just see literally the print there. It's pretty amazing. And we'll put this back before it breaks. And here's some more. And I guess what you're trying to do as well with this, you're trying to strike a nice balance. Temperature is really, really important in butter making, and as I said, you do want it nice and cool, but not so cold that it's going to prove really hard to work. And you definitely don't want it so warm that it's going to be sticking to your paddles when you're working the butter. One more of this there. Right, now, and that is a lovely, just want to squeeze another little bit of buttermilk out of this, or just a bit of butter, if there was one. What we do is simply squeeze that out like that. Now it is a little bit hard to work now, so I think I might, because it's a cold day anyway today, the whole temperature is kind of lower, it's a bit too hard to work now. It's really tough to actually do that squeezing. So that kind of is a lesson. just squeezing away like that. And at the same time, you're kind of moulding it into, I suppose, a relatively rectangular shape. You know, if you were in a shop, you'd have cut this off a big